fellow Forex traders. In this section of the course, I'm going to be showing you areas of the market which are called liquidity pools. You need to start becoming accustomed to seeing the market through the lens of liquidity. And in this section of the video, I'm going to show you exactly where they are, how to spot them, and using our two indicators, the Asia session box and also the high-low day box, we will be able to actually see clearly where these liquidity pools are. So liquidity pools are areas in the market where traders and small institutions place their stop losses. That's what essentially what an area of liquidity pools are. Liquidity pools are areas in the market where traders place their stop losses. So think of it like that. Okay, so the algorithm, what happens is that the algorithm and the market maker generate price in such a way where when the price moves in a certain direction, traders all over the world are placing their stop losses, buy limits and sell limits at the highs and the tops of each swing high or swing low. And at a certain time, the market, what it does is that it stop hunts those levels and grabbing liquidity from the market. Okay, so where are these areas? So the two areas where we can spot liquidity pools are on top, so it's above and below the Asia box, and also day highs and day lows. Okay, so as we go through this chart, I'm going to show you areas in the market where liquidity pools are based. So like for instance, let's zoom into this section over here. We had an Asia session box right here, consolidation of the market. What happened during the London session? The first move in the London session was to this section, into this supply zone. Okay, what we need to remember is that, let's find this sign right here. So the section above, this section above this Asia high box right here is where people have been placing their stop losses in anticipation that the market is going to sell. Because if you look at it, the price was kind of trending in the downwards direction. Okay, let's make this a different color so that you can see it clearly. Let's make it yellow right there. So the market was bearish, it was going downwards. So what happened? There are people who were anticipating the price to sell from this level over here, just like so. Okay, many people all over the world, traders, algorithms, institutions, small banks, placing the stop losses around this level. And what does the market do? The market, let's now draw this in blue. Is blue clear? Nope. Let's do black. But the market, first of all, grabs all the liquidity from this section. Will this move to the upside into this unmitigated supply zone, and then the price goes to the downside. But it wasn't finished then, because there are people who were also placing their stop losses at this level. right here, right here, right here, and right here. So they were placing their stop loss in this section just like so, in anticipation that the price is going to appreciate. Okay, and we had this demand zone over here, which was used precisely. So that's another liquidity grab to the downside, and then the market made an impulsive move to the upside. So in this section right here, only the Asia high liquidity was grabbed, because that's the Asia box. And right here, Asia low liquidity was grabbed, okay, into this demand zone. Now, once again, I'm going to teach you exactly how to deal with the steps. In this video, I'm just showing you areas of the market where liquidity gets grabbed from retail traders. Retail traders, small businesses, algorithms, all that. Okay, so let's remove all these drawings and find more areas in the market where liquidity gets grabbed. Now, pay attention to this level. Now, each of these lines, this is a high. This is a daily high right there. A new day started over here. A new day started over here like so. Okay. So on top of each day high, there is also liquidity. Once again, liquidity is what? Liquidity is an area in the market where loads of traders place their stop losses. That's the easiest way to understand it. Okay, so people have done something like this. Something like this. They have orders waiting to be triggered at at this levels right here. Just like that. There are people waiting for their orders to be triggered. Okay. This will probably be a sell limit. A sell limit is when you place an order, and when the market reaches your area of entry, you are in the trade, your stop loss is above this section, so that's the sell limit order. And look at how on this day the price specifically made sure that it went just above this level over here. This level over here. This wick went just above this level, grabbing liquidity from this day high, and then the price moved to the downside. That happens quite frequently, and this is the reason why this indicator called high-low day box is so important. Okay, let's now look at more areas in the market where liquidity is. Okay, so for instance, right here we have a bullish market. Bullish means that the price is trending upwards, higher highs and higher lows. Higher highs, higher lows, is going upwards. Okay, we have an Asia box right over here. Right over here. So what happens during the London session? During the London session, now let's not forget, Asia highs and Asia lows, the price usually consolidates, contracts, low volume. Above and below the Asia session, there are people who place their stop losses. Okay, so what does the market do in the London session? It makes sure that it grabs the liquidity, which is placed just below this Asia low right here, into this demand section, right here. This move right here is a liquidity grab, and that's the move to the downside, which we would have caught because we understand the process by which the market moves. The market moves because it is motivated by liquidity. So right here, this is the actual move itself is a liquidity grab, but this area where the pound signs are is a liquidity pool. Okay. That right there is a liquidity grab. And the area where the pound signs are, that is a liquidity pool. Right there. So essentially what the price does is that it dives into the pool where people and traders all over the world place their stop losses. Okay, so that's why it's called the liquidity pool. So if we expand this demand section, so this blue box is a demand zone. That's a demand zone. This whole blue rectangular box, that's a demand zone. Once again, remember this. During the Asia session, the price contracts, becomes smaller, low volume, the candles are tiny, it goes sideways. Okay. Below and above each Asia session, there are orders. There are people placing their orders above and below each Asia session low, especially in the European currencies. Okay. So this pound signs is a symbol for you to understand symbolically that there are people placing their stop losses on top of each level over here, below and above the Asia section. So what does the market do? The market during the London session goes to the upside, grabs all the liquidity here, goes down, grabs all the liquidity over here, into this demand zone which we have already marked out, and then makes its move to the upside. So the algorithm already knew where it's going. The algorithm already knew that, okay, we are going to the upside, but before we go to the upside, we need to take and grab the liquidity from the top and the bottom of the Asia session. It doesn't always grab liquidity from both sides, but sometimes it does. And let's go to another example. Let's go to another example. This is a good one right here. It's clean. So once again, Asia session box right there. Okay, we have our wick rejection demand zone area over here. I will teach you how to identify them as you progress through the course. Right below this section, right below the Asia session low, you have liquidity. Okay, and also on top of that, we also have a day low. Let me draw it clearly. You see this line? That's a day low. That's a day low. I'm going to continue drawing that line so that you will see where the liquidity grab actually happened. This wick right here is the liquidity grab. That wick right there, grab the liquidity off the Asia session low and the daily low. And when the London session grabs the liquidity from not just the Asia low box, but also the daily low into a wick rejection area like this, we have a multiple rejections around these levels. Okay, the moves become quite powerful, as you can see. So this is the liquidity grab and the liquidity pool. The liquidity pool is the low, is where the pound signs are right there. Liquidity pool, liquidity grab. Right there. So that was a quick video explaining to you where are the sections in the market where liquidity gets grabbed and how it gets grabbed by the liquidity grab, liquidity pool and liquidity grab. Okay, if you have any questions, send me a message. Continue progressing through the course, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.